Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome back. It is 2 after 10 o'clock, and we now have an amazing young woman. She's the first female national chairperson of the National Zakah Fund, and she's just bagged another amazing award. She is Fayruz Mohamed, the first female national chairperson of the National Zakah Fund. Assalamu alaikum to you, dear Fayruz. Welcome to the program. Wonderful talking with you. Many congratulations. But before we go into your awards, my heartfelt condolences for your very, very sad loss. I heard that your dad passed away a week ago. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant you all sabr, inshallah, and the highest stages for your dear dad, the highest stages in Jannah for your dear dad.
Ameen, Rabbil Alameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Auntie Julie. Jazakumullah khairan for your beautiful du'as. May Allah accept them and may Allah grant
Ameen.
all deceased Jannatul Firdaus and forgive
Ameen.
their shortcomings and accept all their good deeds. Ameen, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Jazakallah. It's always a pleasure to be with you on the program and to see you. I hope to meet you again very soon, inshallah.
Inshallah. So I understand. Oh my word! I was jumping up and down for joy when I heard this. You have received an award for your SAICA Difference Makers Awards, and it has to do with humanitarianism, empowerment, community building, etc., etc., etc. And I hand over to you to unpack all of that.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul uqdatam lisani yafqahu qawli. Yes, Auntie Julie. So SAICA is the institution for the South African, well, it's called the South African Institute of Chartered Accountants. We're regulated by SAICA. And SAICA, I think they started last year where they had Chairman's Difference Maker Awards. And this is basically where they seek to recognize SAICA members and associates who are currently making a difference in various sectors of business and society, and those who have bridged the gap between what they say being good and being excellent. So the award honors, their SAICA members who make decisions that provide sustained prosperity for everybody, and it includes individuals who make available contribution to shaping communities, economies, and society, while applying, the highest standards of ethics, integrity, and accountability. So they have various categories, for these awards. I currently won the SDG and Sustainability Award, but they have academia and education, they've got public sector, they've got training office, excellence in economic development. They've got quite a few categories, but alhamdulillah, I won the one that's linked to, like you say, the humanitarianism aspect, social impact societies, giving back to society, etc., as a SAICA member. So that's basically what it was about.
So, Fayruz, who nominated you? And just give us more context to the type of work you actually were involved in for you to have been nominated in that category, and alhamdulillah for having bagged the award as well.
So alhamdulillah, so our current, well, in terms of predecessor, actually our chair, who is also one of our national executive members as well as a trustee, so Shaukat Faiki, and everybody knows him because he was our previous Auditor General as well.
Yes.
So he nominated me for the position, and because obviously we share a board ship at SANZAF. So he currently shares, or at least sits with me on SANZAF's board. So he nominated me, and he had to go through quite a vigorous a nomination process, because you basically had to motivate, why you think the individual, deserves to be, at least win the category. And they ask you various questions. So he obviously had to ask me some of the questions, or at least had to help him answer it, because he may not know my experience from previous work, etc. And it was basically around what impact and what difference I was making in society as a professional. And it stemmed from my beginning in terms of my career. I sit on the board for the government as well. So it was, a broad aspect of what I do, but very much around focus in the work through SANZAF, because obviously it was as my position as the national chair of the South African National Zakah Fund and the work that we currently do. as an organization, uplifting community in terms of the development work that we do, the welfare work that we do. And my position as national chair, directing the organization, the governance aspects, policies that I've implemented, and this obviously couldn't have been done without the team. So it was all around, the work that I've been doing in communities, or at least trying to do within the communities, and the impact, that we make as an individual and as an organization through SANZAF.
Alhamdulillah. This is not the first award you've received. You've been nominated and have received awards in the past. But what does this particular award mean for you, your future? And you're still young, so you've got your whole life ahead of you in terms of your future and development, not only for yourself, but the different communities that you serve.
So, alhamdulillah, yes, I think just about 5 months ago, I received an award from Cambridge IFA in the UK, where I won the Influencer Award for the year 2023. So, influencer in the sense that where, as an individual, I influence policy, I influence decision making around women empowerment, around women participating in, the working space within Islamic finance. So, that was an award that that I received internationally. But alhamdulillah, very humbled and blessed, to being recognized for the work that we do within, our country, but now more blessed to have been recognized for the work, we do by an organization within South Africa and by a prestigious institution like SAICA, alhamdulillah. And even though, we, have been recognized for the work that we do, it somehow has, created the space for me, at least, to continue to, try and do the good work, and that I'm somewhat on the right trajectory, but it much more, inspires me to continue to, serve humanity with excellence and with sincerity. And I try, and play that space for other women to, to try and do the same. So I know when I was much younger, a young professional, and trying to, find a role model within the Islamic space, within the Islamic finance space. And, as a female in the corporate world, Muslim female corporate world, it was very difficult for me to find, such a female. So I'm blessed and honored that, I can play a small role in encouraging and inspiring another young Muslim professional, to know that there is space for us in not just in the corporate world, but also in the social, Islamic finance sector. And for me, it's humbling that we have been given opportunities. And I must say, if it wasn't for SANZAF and for the trustees to have given me the opportunity to lead an organization of its, of such a magnitude, it wouldn't have, it created quite a, an impact in my development, both personally as well as professionally. And SANZAF has given, just not myself, but if you look at, the CEO of the organization as well as the female. So we always say that, we need to give people the equal opportunity for those who are competent enough to, take up the role, not just, males that have been given the opportunities. So we are very blessed, and, we say alhamdulillah for our trustees to have allowed us to, take up that space and show that, we are competent to, to run these organizations and to, have these roles, or to run these roles with the quality of deliverables that, that they expect from us as an individual, not just, as a female.
Alhamdulillah, that's wonderful news. Where to from here for Fayruz Mohamed? And undoubtedly, you're going to, if you haven't already, start some form of a mentorship program to touch not one life, but several lives of several young upcoming females, not only necessarily in the space that you're in, but outside of those spaces as well, because there are not enough female role models of your caliber. There may be, but they probably don't have the time, or perhaps just not sure how they go about it. And I think we need more and more women mentors. We need these mentorship programs that need to start rolling out for young women right across the board, young Muslim women right across the board.
Absolutely, Auntie Julie. And last year, it stemmed from a thought initially that I had, and then an idea, and then they always say just start with something. And last year we established the Islamic Business and Finance Women's Forum, and you were at the launch in Gauteng,
Of
Alhamdulillah.
course,
And
which I
we
thoroughly
start.
enjoyed.
Alhamdulillah, and I hope to see you soon in September,
Inshallah.
inshallah. But watch the space for that one, where we, tried especially to create a space for other women to come on, and join a platform where we can share, our experiences, our challenges, but also our successes, and to create a platform where, where you can network with other similar like-minded individuals, but start creating a network for yourself where when I'm looking for an accountant, or if I'm looking for any professional, and within that network space, I'll be able to remember, oh no, Auntie Julie's in the media space. I can refer to her, or maybe just inquire about her if she knows of somebody, that could assist me with something, etc. And I think from that, it then started where I personally started mentoring some young individuals, some young ladies across the country. But it gives me immense, pleasure, and it gives me immense gratitude that I can, I may not be able to give you a job, but I'll be able to, guide you and assist you, especially where I've gone wrong, and I can assist you in a certain, space where, you're thinking of something, or particularly where you need guidance, with. I can, if I can't, I'll definitely be able to pull somebody in to be able to assist that individual. So we've started that mentorship, but very much more from my personal perspective. But I want to bring that mentorship into the IBF, forum as well, where I want many other professionals, to mentor other young, women, especially Muslim women. And in fact, I received a LinkedIn message from another young lady, and I needed to, but she sent it to me now this week, when my dad just passed away, and I will, connect with her to tell her that, and she said she wanted to come on board, and that is great. I want other women to want to, also give up their services. You don't have to be in the industry for long. If you want to help, you want to assist in whichever way possible, connect with me and we'll bring you on board, because, as a group of women, we can do so much more than just,
Absolutely.
myself, or just, the CEO, etc., from SANZAF. And we'll be able to pull these resources together, and we can make a huge impact, on the lives of other women as well. And that's what we need to do. We need to bring other women on board, support them, assist them where we can, so that at the end of the day, we have a pool of professional women out there that, when we need somebody to come on board, like, for example, I'm always looking for women to sit on our boards. And, there needs to be a pool of women that I can say, I want to give you this opportunity. I will guide you. I will mentor you. I will assist you, so that you
Wow.
can bring somebody else, on board again, when you need somebody to assist you. So that's, my thinking in terms of what's for the future. My term ends within SANZAF as a national chair, next year, because I served 2 terms, alhamdulillah. And with good governance, we need to replace me, eventually. And,
Absolutely.
so I'm thinking of new prospects, going
Absolutely.
forward. But alhamdulillah, I've got so much things that I want to do, and I'll be able to do that maybe next year, inshallah, as well.
Amin, Amin, Thumma Amin. Delightful talking to you this morning. Once again, many congratulations on your award and all the amazing ideas you have to take forward regarding mentorship and putting a hand up for other young people and other women out there who just need some mentorship, some guidance, and possibly just a nudge to get where they need to be. So Allah be with you every step of the way. I look forward to seeing you in September, inshallah. You go well, and salamu alaikum to you.
Wa alaikum assalam wa barakatuh. And shukran, Auntie Julie, for having me on your show this morning. Very humbled and honored to be here.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure talking with you. Go well. And of course, that means time for me to wrap up. Thank you indeed for your company on the show this morning. Once again, we do take the opportunity to apologize for the network problems. It's something out of our hands completely. Inshallah, it seems to have stabilized now. So tomorrow morning, it will be a hitch free, problem free program. Inshallah, take care on the roads, keep warm, and till tomorrow then. Assalamu alaikum and Khudafiz from me, Julie Ali.